Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to everybody to Ukrainian Real Brides channel and to our live video. My name is Valentina Gutorova, professional matchmaker, founder of Ukrainian Real Brides. And today we will talk with you about Ukrainian ladies, and I will share with you 10 and even more dating tips which will help you to attract a lady from Ukraine. But I can be honest with you from the very beginning, not only lady from Ukraine. Of course, we all have some differences, yes, some really major differences. But in the same time, ladies are ladies and men are men. So actually, these dating tips you can uh, I recommend you to implement if you are into relationship, if you are into communication with ladies from other countries as well. So before we start, I do recommend you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to switch on the bell that to receive notifications, and just that to be in touch with us. And also don't forget about our Facebook page and Instagram page. Leave your comments, ask your questions. So we start. Today is the 7th of March. It's a really special day in Ukraine because tomorrow is the 8th of March, International Women's Day. International Women's Day, it's a huge celebration in Ukraine. Yesterday we had like almost half day off. We have days off Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can see lots of people on the streets with flowers. Guys are with flowers for shopping, big shopping malls, and you can understand that here we have real disaster like traffic, people, car accidents. So like really everyone is in rush to get ready for the 8th of March. And this is a great period to start communication with someone you like, especially on Ukrainian Real Brides. So you have great reason to start conversation with the lady, or probably ladies you like, on our website, and to send her a message like happy 8th of March, happy International Women's Day. So yes, and now I will be sharing with you the dating tips. So the dating tip number one is to be a good communicator. I think that everyone will agree with me that we need communicational skills every day in our life. We nowadays, it's not that it's good to be a good communicator. In fact, we must develop the skill because we communicate at work, we communicate with our family members, we communicate with our relatives, with our children, like we communicate all the time. And communication is a tool, I would say, which helps you to open up the personality of another person and of course yours. So now I'm preparing a special online course for guys and for ladies, and over there I have a completely completely whole lesson devoted to the communicational skills. When I'm communicating with ladies, with guys, when I'm arranging for them first dates, for example, when I help them with the arrangements, I notice that quite often people really have this problem with the communication. Some people, even without seeing each other, they might quarrel with each other already in messages or in letters or in chats and etc., because of some misunderstandings, because of some really strange and weird reasons. So it's really important to be a good communicator. Guys, I do want to recommend you, when you are on a date with a lady, especially first dates, don't start tell her about all your life from the very beginning. Just I do strongly recommend you not to do it, if it's successful and if it's not, because actually the first date, it's that to get a feeling of the person, and not that to describe all your biography. You know, the most important to see the looks, to feel the energy, to feel the smell, and to understand if the personality is really compatible to you physically and emotionally. And only afterwards start discuss really big and deep topics about childhood, about parents, about some happy and unhappy moments in life. I mean, meaningful moments. Because what happens quite often the first dates, it's like job interview. Guy sits in front of the lady and he says, I'm this, my parents are this, that, I have that, I don't have that, my ex-wife was so terrible, and and lady sits and you know, sometimes it's even hard to say something in all this conversation and to add something, because it's like one-way communication. So when you are on a date, please take care of yourself and of a person you are dating. Just give some time to her, ask her some questions. Share some feelings with her of a present moment, if you like restaurant or you don't like the restaurant or the place where you have your date. Just when she answers your questions, just ask her another question. You know, just make her feel really special, and not that she is the one who came here to listen about all your life story. So think about it. Be a person of action. This is the tip number 2. And what does it mean? It means that, for example, you say to a lady, that let's talk now about online dating. Yes, simple, very simple example. For example, you say to a lady, my dear, I want to chat with you. I will be online, I don't know, at 10 p.m. Will you wait for me, please? Let's talk. Lady says, yes, of course, no problem, let's talk. And what happens? And afterwards, I don't know, some things changed in your life. And first of all, you don't give any notice to a lady that you can't be on time and to speak with her. She's sitting and waiting for you. And that's it, and it's already not a very good impression about you, especially if it happens more than one time. So if you really value this woman, if this woman is really important for you and you want to develop relationship with her, just yes, I will say this word, control what you are saying. Of course, sometimes we want to do this and that and so on, but due to some reasons we are not able to do this. So it's better to say less and do more, rather than say, you know, I don't know, and about such huge big actions, and afterwards without doing anything. So guys, think about this. This is very important. I can share with you a story about one guy. He was dating my friend, my very close friend. I will say even more, he was dating my colleague. And they met each other, and afterwards they were having a communication, you know, where messengers, WhatsApp, and etc. And he was telling to her, oh, you know, I like you so much, and so on and so on. What do you think if we next time, if we don't meet in Ukraine, if we don't meet in Europe, if you come, for example, to Latin America? And she told, well, it's up to you how you want. Yes, we can plan. Then he says, oh, no, you know, I changed my plans. So let's meet in another country. She says, okay, no problem. It's up to you. So as you can understand, it happened more than 10 times. And till now, we joke that with this guy, she has traveled around the world. And actually nothing happened, because this person was changing plans all the time. Today he says one thing, the next day he says another thing, the day after that he says a totally different thing. And so it's really hard, you know, to build a relationship with someone who behaves like that. It's really hard to trust such person, to rely on this person. And we all, if we talk, of course, about a serious relationship, we understand that support, that it's really important to have support, to have a feeling that you can rely on a person, that the person is reliable. In case if something happens with you, like car accident or whatever, you have someone to be next to you, and not who will say, oh, you know, now you have such big trouble, I think I go, and when you have no troubles, I come back. And some of you may laugh now hearing this, but I want to be honest, it happens. And it happens quite often. So I really recommend you to be a person of action. And as a third tip, which comes out of the second, of course, is to keep your promises. It's really important because we all were children, yes, and we all had our parents, the most right parents for us. And most of us have psychological trauma connected with our parents and with the promises they used to give to us, and afterwards they didn't keep. And when we and of course it was very painful for us when we were kids. And you know, when we grow up, yes, we become stronger, we become bigger, yes, physically, psychologically, but still inside ourselves we have this little baby who remembers this pain when parents gave promises and didn't keep them, especially your parents who you love so much. And the same story happens when we are building serious relationship with the lady or with the man. When a man gives promises to his woman and afterwards he doesn't keep these promises, sometimes it may ruin her heart. Yes, I can be really honest with you. So and again, I want to say to you, it's better to say less, to promise less, to make really real plans rather than to throw away promises and afterwards forget about them. You know, it's also a story. Now, this is a story from my professional experience, that we had a couple, very nice couples. They were going to get engaged, and afterwards the guy told, no, I changed my mind, I don't want to do this. And afterwards, in a couple months, he came back to the lady, he contacted her and told, oh, I'm so sorry for everything, and so on and so on. And you can imagine that before the engagement, he gave her so much promises. You know, like the promises were so simple, like to send a parcel from United States with some special candies and vitamins, you know, like really basic things, but still they were promises. And afterwards, when they were communicating with each other, and then the lady told him, you see, you want to restart relationship with me after all this pain, when you canceled our engagement, when everything was ready, like of course everybody knew about it, and now you even don't remember the promises you gave to me. And you know what he told to her? It's really interesting. He told to her, I apologized. So I apologized for everything. You understand? So it means that it's like wholesale apologize. Yes. So after this situation, we have such a definition. Wholesale apologize. Yes, usually people apologize. For example, if I do something wrong, or if I'm late, yes, I say, oh, I apologize. I apologize for being late. Or I apologize, I haven't contacted you in time. Or I apologize, I don't know, I was angry or something like that. And it means that now it's also possible to give wholesale apologies. Yes, like you can do many things which hurt another person, and after you can give wholesale apologize. Yes, maybe it's okay for a person who does it, but I think it's really hard to build serious relationship with this person. So again, I want to mention to you, it's better to give less promises. It's better to talk less about plans and to make really reasonable plans. When you're 100% sure that it will be easy for you to do all these things, rather than to promise, you know, the whole world and afterwards to give wholesale apologies. Yes. So it was only 30. The tip number 4, be romantic. Of course, if you want to attract a lady, Ukrainian lady, Russian lady, American lady, lady from Finland, from Norway, from Sweden, from Mexico, from Brazil, from China, I don't know, from whatever, ladies love romance, yes. But it's also a kind of tricky thing, because sometimes people are so much concentrated into creating romance, and sometimes even guys, they are so much concentrated on this that they even forget about the lady and about their relationship. Guys, I think it's really important to remember that a man is a man. So if occasionally, once in a while, you invite her for a candlelight dinner, or occasionally you give her a bunch of flowers when she's not waiting for this, or if occasionally, just occasionally, not on everyday basis, you do for this lady, she will really appreciate it, and she will appreciate it 100 times more than if you do it every day. So it's really important to have balance in this question. You know, it's really important to build relationship and to build step by step. You do something romantic, pleasant for her, and after, if she is really happy to be with you, if she really feels like your partner, she does the second step, and in such way you move to each other. And what happens quite often, I notice it, that people, for example, a woman or a man, they give, and another person even doesn't move. He or she doesn't need to do anything because you, or I don't know, someone else does everything in this relationship. No, it's not possible to do like that. It's important to create romantic moments for each other, but also it's important to think about balance. It's really the key. Once upon a time, you do something romantic for her. You don't forget about her dates, like birthday, 8th of March, New Year, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. Yes, sometimes, but not on everyday basis. Remember about this. The tip number 5, discuss with your lady your feelings. What happens quite often, people are afraid to discuss their feelings with each other. For example, you feel anger. It's normal in the relationship, in the communication, to feel anger. You are a person, but you work with yourself. You don't tell to her nothing, and you have this, you know, smile, which is not actually smile. And lady, honestly, she doesn't understand what is going on. Like, what is the problem? And afterwards, one time you don't say anything, second time you don't say anything, third time you don't say anything, and after happens drama. Yes, and sometimes people even break up because of this drama. Of course, if you don't need this relationship, if you are not happy about this relationship, it's okay. But if you really value the woman, if you really want to be with her, if you are adult mature person, if she is adult mature person, and you both want to build serious relationship, I do recommend you to discuss your feelings. For example, you push her like that, and for you it's normal, and she says, oh my darling, you know, please never do this, I really don't like it. And you say, okay baby, no problem, I will not do this. Or for example, she, I don't know, for example, you asked her to do something for you, whatever, I don't know what, but whatever, and she just she didn't do, and that was important for you. And if you don't say anything, she will understand that, like, it's normal. He asks me to do something, I don't do this. Very simple example, when you're communicating online and you ask your woman, my dear, send me please some photos from the 8th of March. And then you wait 2 days and nothing happens. She doesn't send to you any photos. And then, of course, you may say, oh, okay, she didn't send. But still, inside yourself, you will be upset. And then another thing happened, and you will say, okay, forget about her. But it's really important to say, look, my dear, I asked you to send me photos. You didn't do this. It was really sad for me. Can you please do it? I understand you are busy. You have some blah blah blah, but please, can you do this? It's really important to discuss your feelings. It's important for you guys. It's important for us ladies. But sometimes we really forget about it. I don't speak to discuss feelings in a rude way. Yes, like, oh, la, 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 I like to make drama and something like this. No, I recommend just a normal way, you know, and with discussing feelings with each other, you are making actually the rules of your relationship, what is really important. Also, it concerns this tip. Some people, it concerns both ladies and gentlemen, they have really reserved character, yes, due to some, I don't know, due to some reasons, yes. And for some guys, it's really hard to say to a lady, look, you're very attractive, you're a very beautiful woman, I really love your smile, I love your hair, I love this and that and that. And of course, for every person, guys, I'm sure that even for you, it's really pleasant to hear that your woman likes something in you, that she really loves you, that she loves your smile, your jokes, your personality, and so on. So the same for ladies. So please don't forget to say pleasant words to the ladies and to share with her your positive emotions and your positive vibes about her. Yes, this was tip number 5. Of course, I can talk more. I can give you more than 10 dating tips. I can give you 100 dating tips. But here in these videos on YouTube and Facebook, we will have only 10. The tip number 6, don't ghost. Yes. What happens quite often that, for example, men, they start communication with the ladies. Sometimes they even meet each other in person and so on and so after. And afterwards, the guy disappears. He doesn't answer messages. He doesn't answer letters. You know, he just disappears. He becomes a ghost. In 21st century, actually, when it's possible to keep in touch even from the moon. And then I don't know what he was doing or what you are doing, guys, when you're ghosting. Probably you're dating other ladies, or probably you are solving some of your issues, whatever. Guys appear again. And he says, oh, baby, I've been missing you so much. So how are you doing? Let's meet, and so on. You know, if you are in communication with a woman and you feel that this woman is really special for you, don't ghost. You can contact her, you can send her a message, call her, whatever, and just to explain to her that, look, my dear, now I will have some hard times, I don't know, because of my work, because of my personal issues, whatever, but let's be in touch, not as often as always, but when I solve all my problems, I come back to you. You know, something like that. Of course, if you value the person, if you don't value the person, if you don't respect her, if she's just the lady among tens, hundreds of others, then just forget about all these tips and do how you think is really the right thing for you to do. The tip number 7, don't become sticky. Yes, it concerns ladies. It concerns ladies and gentlemen as well, because when someone is too long single, yesterday I was discussing it with my friends, when you are single too long and afterwards you meet someone, you want to dive into this relationship, you want to dive into this person and to forget about the rest of the world. In the beginning, it's really so sweet, it's so positive, it's so exciting, but afterwards problems happen. So again, we will talk about balance, and it's really important, don't be sticky. It's really important to show to a woman that you appreciate her, that you like her, that you're attracted to her, that you want to be with her, but in the same time to show to her that you have your own interest in life. It's really important. It's normal for both of us, men and women. We are attracted to personalities who have charisma, who have their interest in life. So I even give recommendations to ladies. I will share with you a secret. If you have boring life, if you have nothing to do, just fake that you have interest in life, because in the beginning, of course, man, he will love your looks, but afterwards, you know what, looks are enough only for 1 month. maximum 6 months, and afterwards you need to talk with someone, you need to share some interests, some discussions, some conversations, and so on and so after. So guys, really, when you are starting relationship, don't dive into this woman. Step by step, just give some time to her, and in the same time give some time to you. Even if you want to be with her, you know, so much and so badly, say to yourself and say, stop, I wait a little, and after we meet again. It's really important, you know, do not allow, because when we are so open, like, look, I'm here for you, take me, it's a little bit dangerous for us, for both. Without gender, this rule works, because other people, they may take advantage of us. So it's really important to take self-care, you know, care of yourself, listen to your heart, ask yourself where you can find balance in this relationship. If, for example, you feel that you need some professional help, I'm always here for you. You can contact me with private messages, and if I can, I will help you. I will share with you, you know, some recommendations how you can change your situation if you are not happy in the situation. Tip number 8, don't become addicted to chats, messages, and etc. Yes, 𝐔𝐤𝐫𝐚𝐢𝐧𝐢𝐚𝐧 is an online dating website. I'm founder of this website. And you hear what I say to you. Don't be addicted to chats, messages, and etc. Actually, when you are online all the time, when you are all the time sending messages, letters, chats, I don't know, whatever to each other, you are actually killing your relationship. First of all, you show to a lady, and your lady shows to you that she has nothing to do in this life, only to chat with you. Yes, or that she is such not reliable person that she can forget about all her responsibilities and only to chat with you, and the same you show to her. Of course, I can tell you more reasons about it. Now I told you about basic reasons. Guys, it's really important to have your own schedule to talk with the lady. If you want to talk with her, just create your everyday ritual of communication. Talk with each other 1 hour, maximum 2 hours a day. Quality conversation when you are only concentrated on each other's communication, and better via video. And afterwards, you do your things, she does her things. Sometimes during the day, if you send messages to each other about her and she's thinking about you, but please don't chat 24/7. In such way, you just kill your relationship, you kill your communication. In the beginning, it's so sweet and wonderful, but afterwards, it becomes, you know, too much, and many other problems happen. Again, as this is my job, as this is my field of expertise, I can tell you what will happen afterwards, but it will take too long. And now we have our plan. Okay, tip number 9, respect your time and her time. It's again about the time. It's again about never-ending chats. It's again about when you say about your promises or her promises, when you say to her that you will be online at 10 p.m. and she waits for you, for example, if it's 6 o'clock her time in the morning, and you never show up. It's really hard to be attracted to a person who behaves like that. So please take care of it. If you make any arrangements with someone, if you make any plans with someone, follow the plans, follow the arrangements. If you don't do it, actually, all the attraction, all the sympathy will disappear quite quickly. If you really feel that this woman is special for you and you want to develop with her relationship, respect her time and respect your time. The tip number 10, of course, my favorite tip, is presence, of course, presence. Yes, guys, there is a very nice book. I think the author is 𝐔𝐤𝐫𝐚𝐢𝐧 The 5 Languages of Love. And every person has different languages of love. Some people have communicational, some attention, and some gifts, and like 5 basic languages of love. Actually, we have all of them, but some people have few which are really major languages of love, some like, and they're different. So we won't talk about that, but yes, of course, ladies love presents. Of course, it's important to give presents to ladies, but I don't talk with you that in the beginning you are supposed, I don't know, to give to her a diamond ring or Porsche Macan or whatever. Yes, but you can start with small gifts, so small and special, which will show your attention. And also, it's quite normal, you know, if you're attracted to a lady and you have no idea what is to present to her, and you really feel inside yourself that you want to do this. And it's quite normal when you like someone. For example, if I like someone, if I really respect someone, I want to make something pleasant for this person. And gift is one of the most easiest ways actually to do this. And it's quite normal to ask her, like, I would like to make a gift for you. What would you like? Yes. It's normal. And sometimes, especially when you are communicating on a distance, when you actually don't know what she needs or what she wants, and how is her life and so on, you know, some guys sometimes bring perfumes, yes, which cost, I don't know, $500. A lady, of course, she's happy to receive this perfume, but actually she needs a vacuum cleaner, yes, for her home, and which costs $300, yes, and not this expensive perfume. So it's really important to ask, yes, such things, and also it will help you to understand the priorities of the woman and her and her, how to say, hobbies, her interests, which things she really loves. Yes, so presents are also really important, really important. But of course, I know that some guys, they write comments like, send her $2,000 for a flight and she will never repair, and something like that. Thanks God, it doesn't concern 𝐔𝐤𝐫𝐚𝐢𝐧. And again, you can watch my videos where I say to you guys, never ever, never ever in your life. The same I say to ladies, to everyone, and even to myself, I repeat this again, send money to someone you haven't met in person. It's just obvious. Again, we are talking about self-care. And if you want to invite someone to visit you, you can always buy tickets online. If you don't know how to use online tickets, you can always go to your travel agent. And you know that in the United States, actually, you have better deals than sometimes everywhere in the world. I really love American travel agents, and I'm using some of them online, and they really give fantastic deals. And I believe if you want to invite a lady to visit you, it's always better to plan the trip from United States, from Canada, rather than she will do all these things from here, from Ukraine, for example. Okay, my dear man, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your attention. I hope that this video was actually interesting and useful for you. And I want to remind you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to press on the bell, to subscribe to our Facebook page, to leave your comments, to ask your questions. And if you're not a member of Ukrainian Real Brides, join Ukrainian Real Brides. Tomorrow is the 8th of March, and it's perfect day to start communication with someone interesting, with someone special, and with sending her a message, or maybe even 3-5 flowers saying happy 8th of March. Thank you for your attention. I really do appreciate it. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.